Hello, and welcome to Creative Evolution, the show that gives artists a real plan for a long term career. I'm your host, Josi J. Today, we're broadcasting live from Radio KCM for our June Evolution Report Dispatch number 4. In this episode, we're looking back at the threads that connect their journeys, specifically how to fiercely protect your piece, how to reframe your marketing, and how to maintain the relationships that actually sustain your success. But I'm not doing it alone. Sitting across from me in the studio today is a very special guest co host. He is a Full Sail alumnus, an incredible producer, the music director and drummer for Josi J and Dessert, and the master of professional humility, Frank Sheadrick Jr. Hello, Frank.
Hello, hello.
Welcome back to the studio.
Again.
I'm so
Yes,
excited you're here.
me too.
It's
Me
going to be
too.
fun.
Oh
We're
yeah.
going to listen to some clips and we'll talk a little bit about what each of the guests have said in the past. So, you ready to get started?
Let's do this.
Let's do it. So, over the last month, I've sat down with 3 artists from entirely different corners of the music industry. We've had Evan Thor, Janine Fuller, and Mandy Wilson. So, to look at the threads that bring them all together, we have to look at reframing marketing. That's first and foremost. So, episode 14 with Evan Thor, he's the front man of Thor and the Reigns and the man that quite literally played over 2,000 live shows. When you hit that kind of volume, burnout is a massive threat. One of the biggest challenges independent artists face today is marketing, and it often leads to stuff. It sounds like we're bragging. It sounds like pretty rough stuff. But Thor
Yeah.
completely changed his mindset on this, and it's a lesson every single one of us needs to hear.
One of the things that I find kind of difficult more out of it feels like attrition to do booking. And I had to change my mindset. I used to think of like, I never really tried to promote myself. It's hard to talk about yourself in the first person. You're like, we are an awesome band. We are great. You really can't do that. I had to change my mindset and think like, instead of self promotion, I had to think I'm actually self advocating.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this is my art. This is what I've done. This is what I've done for 20 years. If you want to see a really good show, just come out and check it out.
I absolutely love that. So, you're one of the most humble and professional musicians I know. How do you personally navigate that line between advocating for your art and feeling like you're bragging?
Uh, just letting the action speaks for itself. You know, um, I can go out here and brag. I mean, and everybody can. I've done this show, I've done that show, I've done that show. But just letting the work speaks for itself. I learned that. You know, after it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh, yeah.
so like, and that's just basically it. Just letting the work speaks for itself. Just not just being so far back that you don't like compliment yourself because sometimes you need to do that. Remind yourself who you are.
Yeah. Has there ever been a moment in your career where you had to push for yourself and advocate for your own work when it felt uncomfortable?
Oh yeah, there's a couple of times. Just being around bigger musicians, and I use that phrase, Google me, and that's it, But you gain that respect by giving it and, showing that, your position where you are, that's where you need to be.
Yeah.
Uh,
So, as a producer and music director, how do you help other artists find that confidence to put themselves first?
just making them believe in what they're doing. I've worked with a lot of artists in the studio. A lot of them come in and they have it, but it's not there yet. Like there's still something holding them down. And for me, it's just like listen to this. Close your eyes, listen to it. You feel it, embrace it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Reminding them who they are.
yeah.
So, once you get the audience in the door, you have to keep the energy alive all night, night after night. And Thor had an excellent take on this.
My buddy said I gave him the best advice he's ever heard anybody. That when you're playing, play for yourself.
Yeah.
You're playing for yourself first and foremost. You're playing for yourself. You're playing for people, and people come into your shows. They want to have a good time. They want to come out and forget about their problems in life, and they want to experience something new and see people that are professionals play their asses off.
Yeah.
But first and foremost, you play for yourself. You want to just challenge yourself and do things that you've never done before.
So When you challenge yourself and get lost in the music, the crowd feels that genuine energy. And if you get bored with your set list, the audience will get bored too. You have to keep it fresh.
Yeah.
You've played thousands of shows with
Mhm.
me
Oh,
and
yes.
other artists. Do you agree with Thor that playing for yourself first actually makes the show better for the audience?
Absolutely agree. Because I've never got a gig trying to portray someone else.
Yeah.
You know, um, playing for myself, it can go as levels.
Yeah.
Sometimes, and we do. The band says it all the time. You know, sometimes some shows it's just straight pocket, and then
Yeah.
other shows it's just like I can't stop swinging these sticks. But
you get too into it.
but that's me like kind of sometimes playing to the crowd. But that is like kind of playing for myself because I know there's people out there. We do say them come to the show. And only thing they want to do is Sugar Bear solo, you know, Dwight
Yeah.
solo, you know, like even in verses like solo, but you know, I mean, you have to stick to to what's there, and you know by doing that kind of breaks you down to doing that. Now solos that's for the crowd. That's when you show off.
Oh, yeah, it definitely is. So, how do you stay connected to the joy of playing when you're on your 100th show of the year and the crowd is not giving you much back?
I'm always having fun. Like you
Well,
know,
that's true.
whether it's one, two, three people, 10, 100, you know, thousands. If I'm on stage, I'm having fun. I'm always smiling, chewing gum, and giving out good yes.
You quite literally are always smiling and always chewing gum.
It's my happy place
I
on
love
stage. Yeah.
I love when people bring you gum to the shows. Like,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
Frank.
Thanks, pops. Yes. Oh man, and it is definitely appreciated. I do.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that goes back to like the joy of playing
Mhm.
because you don't know what people are going through. Music to me, I think heals the soul.
Yeah.
And then if somebody's coming out to hear you or use anything, or they're coming out, just to listen, I think it's our responsibility to deliver them a good show.
Yeah. It,
Yeah.
it definitely
Oh,
is.
yeah.
And that's a moment that we all have to like really get out of our heads.
Oh yeah.
And I think music is the best medicine.
Oh yes.
It
Always.
absolutely is. Yeah. So you're a drummer, the
Mm-hmm.
backbone of the band. How do you keep yourself challenged and engaged night after night?
Just staying relaxed. Try not to overthink things. When things go wrong, just brush it off. That was 2 seconds ago.
Yeah.
I can't think about it.
Right.
And just being on stage with everybody. It that I mean, a lot of people don't understand. I think that's why I laugh and cheese so much because like that's my outlet. From whatever goes on during the week, anything, all that stuff. Once I get on stage, it's like nothing else matters
Yeah.
except for that groove.
So, above all the talent in the set list, Thor laid down the ultimate golden rule for surviving in this industry. And it's a hard truth that we all need to memorize.
This is very important for all the up and coming people that want to make this their career. You really get in there with your talent. Your talent, how good you are, helps you get into places. But what keeps you in places is professionalism.
Yes.
Start on time. Don't be an asshole. Start on time. Don't be the prima donna that's showing up 15 minutes late for the show. You really have to just be professional and work with people. Be very respectful and kind to the people that work there, the employees and stuff like that. Be respectful and patient with the people that come up and talk to you. And even the people who are like, "Okay, play Morgan Wallen. It's my wife's birthday. Play Morgan Wallen." And I usually go, "Yeah, okay, I'll get into that here in a little while," but I never do.
Right.
But it's really all about professionalism. That's what keeps you the gigs. Talent gets you the gigs. Professionalism keeps you the gigs.
He's so right. And Thor,
Mhm.
shout out. I love you.
Yes.
You're so funny. So
Yes,
talent
sir.
gets you the gig, but professionalism keeps it.
Mhm.
So that's not just a quote. That has been the tagline for this month.
Yeah.
That's the entire foundation of what people who are just getting started really need to understand. And I think they really need to dig in deep and figure out how to do that, even
Mhm.
when you don't want to be professional. You and I have both had those
Oh
moments
yes.
with venues and customers and managers and strangers and people we know.
Yeah.
We've had so many issues that we've had to just choose to fight our battles or not.
Yes. Correct. That is true.
Yeah. So when you heard that for the first time, what did it mean to you personally?
It was just like confirmation of things that I've already, been through, and I've played with Evan and stuff and everything, uh, and just like some of the people that we deal with, and they always come back, oh, thank him, he did this and he did that, and I always would say I didn't do anything for you, like your talent, got you there and kept you there.
Yeah.
So don't thank me, thank yourself for taking the initiative to do the hard work and get where you are now.
Yeah.
And I think you know a couple of people who I'm talking about.
I'm
not gonna names, no name drops.
I certainly do. I do love that we're able to, when people do thank us, while we're gracious, I love that we can just be real with them and say, hey,
yeah,
I didn't bring you over here for no reason. Like, have you hurt yourself?
Exactly.
Have you met yourself? You're cool, you're fun, you're a good person, and here you are kicking ass, doing what you love.
Oh, yes.
Of course we've brought you on.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think about listening to some music?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So in episode 14 with Thor, I featured Evan Thor, Skyway 61, and Belfast Six Pack. But I'm on ride high till the day I die. Ain't nothing gonna stop me now. I'm gonna fly free, gonna spread my wings. Oh, baby, come and fly with me. I'm gonna ride high till the day I die. Ain't nothing gonna stop me now, now, now. I'm gonna fly free, gonna spread my wings. Oh, baby, come and fly with me. Fly with me. Welcome back. Welcome back. So, the idea of professionalism brings us perfectly to episode 15 with the Siren of Soul, Miss Janine Fuller. Janine completely reinvented herself here in East Tennessee, eventually releasing her award winning debut EP, Endurance. I asked her why she chose that specific title for her project. Let's hear what she has to say.
I'm proud of what we did. And so it was like, here. Then I said to myself, what do I want to call this? The music, every piece, a different part, they're all different. All of the songs, four songs, and to me, they're all different. They're not one structured type of genre or style, not in my opinion. And I thought, I've been through a lot of stuff. And I'm an OG trying to make sure that I'm still doing this, but also be an inspiration to other people.
Yeah.
So you know what? I'm going to call this Endurance.
And she should absolutely be proud. You've been through your own periods of having to endure crazy things in this industry. What does endurance mean to you personally as a musician and as a producer?
As a producer, is how long can I keep this going without flipping out
Yeah.
or burning myself?
Full blown crash
Yeah.
out, right?
Yeah. Like, what is this? And it's like, that's the moment, nothing makes sense on that track. But yeah, it's just how long I can keep things going.
Yeah.
Even with the ups and downs, like still trying to, keep that same pace and keep it driving. Yeah.
Yeah. When you look back at the hardest seasons of your career, what kept you going?
Just knowing that people are actually behind me, pushing me to go forward and actually believed in it.
Yeah.
For me personally, I mean, it's not just with music, with everything. If I do have people that support and believe in it, I'm gonna give it all, and just keep going until there's no more. It hasn't happened yet.
And it's not
Yeah.
going to because you don't do
Yeah.
backflips
No.
anymore. For those of
Ooh.
you out there listening, I have to almost fight Frank to keep him from doing backflips. How old are you now, Frank?
43.
Too old to be doing
43.
backflips.
I've done 2 this year. That's it. I think I got one more in me. That's it.
I'm going to fight him, y'all. I'm kidding. For legal purposes, I'm kidding. I'm not actually going to fight him, but I'm going to fight you, Frank.
It's in contract. No. No.
So Janine didn't just release an EP. She stepped into the role of a CEO by forming her own LLC, J9 Queendom Entertainment. And we talked about why this is so crucial for artists and specifically for women in this industry to legally structure their business and demand respect.
People didn't fight for all of those rights for us to just be sitting on it and letting
Yeah.
somebody else do things and run it.
and own everything.
Right. Right. It's hard enough. It's difficult enough as a woman, even now, to be always respected with what we do and listen to us and everything. So you're going to listen to me, dag nabbit.
Dang nabbit, you're going to listen to me. I love her energy so
Me
much.
too.
I love Miss Janine. So you work closely with women like Janine and myself, and
Mhm.
you've worked with both of us and many other
yes.
women. What barriers have you seen women face in this industry that men don't have to think about?
Respect. Bottom line is respect.
Yeah.
It hurts, to see people or organization or places, don't give that same respect because it's just a woman. But and even with you, Janine, and everybody else, like I think it's a little bit harder on you guys because, like I said, having to have a band behind you as a woman, it's
Yeah.
sometimes men don't like to listen to women, and it happens. But then again, how you guys handle it, that's what, everybody sees,
Yeah.
because, if you take a step left, we're going left with you.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. That leads me to my next question. How do you use your position as music director or as drummer to make sure the women you work with are heard and respected? And I think you perfectly just answered that. If I
Mhm.
step left, you step left.
yeah.
One thing I will say about working with Dessert is we've had plenty of problems with venues, but as soon as I feel like I'm not being heard, all you all have to do is step up and
Oh, yeah. And it's going down.
and it's yes,
Yeah.
that's all that has
It's
to
like,
happen. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. We're
So,
there.
carrying the CEO title while also being a band leader and a mother requires massive time and effort, and it's a balancing act. I asked Janine how she protects her creative energy when life is pulling her in every direction.
That is very difficult because sometimes I don't know how to stop. I've had to make myself stop. I just have to take a break and I have to create boundaries, especially now with our cell phones, we have social media, we have all that stuff, and those can take over and take control sometimes. And there have been times where I had supposed to been relaxing or trying to find that time to regroup.
Yeah.
And then somebody, of course, without a shadow of a doubt, decides that they want to be, because that's their time, but they want to ask you about something business related. And it's like, no.
Yeah. As someone who wears multiple hats as a producer, drummer, and music director, father, fiance, all the things, you have all the things. You even have a dog.
Yeah.
So, you have all the things. How do you personally create boundaries so the business side does not eat the creative side alive?
You just have to be solid with yourself to say, I'm going to take this time to either, um, go off the grid for a little bit, take some time for yourself. Or for me, it's just, putting on the headset, pulling out the laptop, the keyboard, and just punching it,
Yeah.
And I think, and God bless Anna and Kenzie, because sometimes,
Love you, Anna. Love you, Anna.
yeah, sometimes going from job to job and then going home, sometimes it's the only thing I want to do. Like,
Yeah.
I love them, but when they see the headsets, you know,
They respect it.
they let me have it.
Yeah, that's beautiful. So if you don't create boundaries, the industry will consume you.
Mm-hmm.
You have to protect your peace so you have something left in the tank for the rest of your life and the rest of your art.
Yeah, and know how to say no.
Yeah.
It's not always bad.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And no is a full sentence too.
Oh, yeah.
I think a lot of people don't really put a lot of weight into the word, but Janine, she summarized it perfectly in her final piece of advice for independent artists.
First, be true to yourself. Learn as much as you can about this business so that you won't get taken advantage of. Network as much as you can. And going back to the first thing, be your authentic self at all times. Don't let nobody change you and what you are trying to bring to this world, because you are your own individual.
Better tell her.
Yes. Yes, Miss Janine. Yes. So she says, be true to yourself, learn the business and network. If you had to add one more piece of advice to that list, what would it be?
That's it. That was, pretty much going outside of it. Kind of, to me, I might start making, assumptions, But no, what she said, like, be yourself, like, know your ground. That's it.
Yeah.
That's bottom line. If I had anything else, then it's gonna be like, well, then now you're trying to, no, that's it.
Yeah. She's such a class act.
Oh yeah, love her.
Looking back at your own journey, what is one thing you wish someone had told you about the business side of music before you had learned the hard way?
See, when you do a song, you want to copyright it and and register it.
Absolutely.
That's it.
So that's what you'll add.
Yeah.
Copyright.
Yeah. And then, anybody come to the studio, even if they're just coming to do, side work and stuff, I always ask, are you taken care of?
Yeah.
And if they don't, I write down the 3 or 4 and I'll hand it to them and I'll be like, that's your homework. And next time I see you, be like,
Yeah. That's
it's
perfect.
Yeah.
So let's listen to the artists that we featured on Janine's episode. We had Janine Fuller, High Days, and Feral Kitty.
gotta really know. You gotta really know what you want. Hey, yeah, yeah. You gotta really know. You gotta really know what you want. Shabba-da-ba-ba-do. Ba-do. What you want. Don't change your mind. You gotta really know what you want. Don't waste your time. You gotta really know what you want. Just lay it on the line. You gotta really know what you want. Just speak your mind. Don't waste your time. You gotta really know want, what you want. You got to really know what you want, what you want, what you want.
I know that it's hard. I know that you tried. We're racing clocks, we can't rewind. I know that it's sad and you're tired. You carried this weight while you were breaking inside. You might feel wasted, but you're not alone. If you need me, pick up the phone. If you need me, give me a call, I'll come running. If you need me, I'll come running home. If you need me, give me a call, I'll come running. I saw you drowning in the deep end, fighting waves, trying to breathe in. Water may rise and nothing lasts, but more than what has come to pass. I know it's rough, I know it's real. This pain doesn't mean that we can't heal. If you're lost, if you fall, I'm right here, just give me a call.
Hit my line one time if you need me. Just find my name, press dial. Look is easy. I know sometimes dial tones cut Achilles. Communicating on blurred lines, hard to read these. Breaking your heart, hard to release. The EBGBs, it took shape in 3D. Searching for peace without a treaty. I swear it's a reach and you can reach me anytime, any day. You ain't gotta get in line. I got a space for you. Come and take a ride far away. Then we can swing and sway like the wings on a raven. Away from the ways we were taught. Put that in the grave. Get that off your heart. Call 865. You know the rest. Hit me up. Get that all off your chest. Yeah.
You might feel wasted, but you're not alone. If you need me, I'll come running. If you need me, give me a call, come running. I'll come running for you. Come running, come running, come running, come running for you. Come running, come running, come running, come running for you. Call if you need me, you can call me. If you need me, I'll come running, come running. If you need me, pick up the phone. If you need me, give me a call, I'll come running. If you need me, I'll come running home. If you need me, give me a call, I'll come running.
Can we do it?
You are listening to Creative Evolution live on Radio KCM. Let's jump back into the June Evolution Report.
Oh, yes.
So, protecting your peace so you can show up for others exactly is, let me try that again. Protecting your peace is exactly what our next guest and final guest from episode 16 embodies. Our good friend, Mandy Wilson. Mandy, we love you. He's the lead guitarist for Summoner Circle, but his relationship with music started out as something entirely forbidden. He grew up in a strict household where his secular music and band shirts were constantly confiscated.
But the thing that I noticed more than anything at a really young age, especially, was I hate the skip button. Like if something came on the radio that mom didn't want me to hear, she would change the station. Or if something came on and dad knew it was something, whatever, he would skip it. And with hindsight now as an adult, I know it's because that's not age appropriate or whatever.
Right.
But as a kid, it's like, well, I just discovered this is the best thing in the world, and you're hiding something about it from me. So music wasn't even my first love as much as it was my first mistress. It was like a secret thing. It was something about it was forbidden. It had an allure to it that I didn't understand.
That forbidden allure turned into a lifelong dedication to mastering the guitar. You and I both know what it feels like when music just grabs you and will not let go. When did
Yes.
music stop being something you liked and became something you could not live without?
Pretty much like when I found out I was good. And you know, no, I think it was probably around the time about 15, 16 years old when I switched from bass to drums. And, it just, I think just learning a different instrument just heightened it. And then again, there was always, I wanted to, be in the NFL,
Mm-hmm.
run in the Olympics, play music. So I'm here. I'm playing music.
Here we are.
Yeah.
Here we are. And that's why I have to
Well.
keep you from doing backflips. Oh my gosh.
I got one more. I said one more.
Do you think that forbidden or obsessive quality of loving music actually makes better musicians?
Yes. Yeah. If you have a drive and a love for it, then you're gonna do everything it is to do to make it better for you. And that's
Yeah.
even like practicing, learning, different instruments, chops, learning when to and when not to, feeling the room. All those things just is like brings that out.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it definitely does. And I think we all, even I know, especially us as a group, we all really obsess about our individual pieces so much so we can give that awesome show that everybody
oh, yeah.
wants to see and what we want to give them.
Oh, yeah.
When I asked Manny how he approaches learning new styles and bettering his craft, he shared an incredible piece of advice that his father passed down to him. Maybe. I'm buffering. Okay. But yeah, he had an incredible piece of advice.
Oh, yes. And we were going to hear it.
And we were going to hear it. It has been a day for
Oh, yes.
our technology in here, hasn't it?
The robots. No.
The robots, or the robots, as they used to say. That's my favorite, the robots. I actually just went ahead and refreshed it, so let's try that again.
If you want to catch an owl, you study the rat, because owls eat rats. And that was his roundabout way of getting at, if, like, for example, if I'm a big fan of, say, Avenged Sevenfold, the best way to understand why they write the way that they write and how to do the things that they do, it makes more sense to study who they look up to and who their inspiration is, because that's what got their engine hot and ready to crank out what it is that I'm such a fan of now. Sometimes it's helpful to look back a couple of generations and see what set the path if you're ever not sure where the path is heading. And you can kind of, if you don't necessarily know how to make new ground, you can at least take note of the ground that was made prior and
Yeah.
do the best with what you have. So
Study the rat.
Yeah.
Study the rat. It's such a brilliant way to look at mastering your influences. As a producer and music director, you spend a lot of time studying other artists and their influences. How do you apply the study the rat philosophy to your own creative process?
Oh, man. Learning the path and trying to see will that fit for me?
Yeah.
So, a couple of peoples I learned from, one of the drummers that I learned from was Rex Hardy Jr. I talked to him a couple of times, and things that he had said very, quick, was like to the point. And
Yeah.
he's the drum and MD for Mary J. So uh, taking everything that I've learned and then figuring out how to make it work for myself.
Yeah. So not to call them rats, but what
Oh.
other rats have you studied in your career?
Oh man, pretty. I mean, honestly, now everyone everything I hear.
Yeah.
I mean, and as I've been asked, a couple of times, like, how do you practice? And it might seem weird, but I practice by listening because I know, what I mean, if I swing this stick here, it's gonna hit this, and this, and this. And it's not so much practicing on drums or bass or anything like that. It's just different techniques, runs, hits, and stuff like that. Like even for the bass, I can hear something and then just imagine I know where those notes are. And
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. And I have seen him just listen to music and air drums, so he's not lying.
giving secrets. No.
So beyond his technical skill, Mandy gave us an absolute masterclass in empathy. He shared a story about a former bandmate who stole his guitar head and cabinet and pawned it for drugs right before a massive show. And instead of reacting with anger, he realized his bandmate was fighting demons far worse than stolen gear. Today, he views his role as a musician as a way to be a safe space for people who are hurting.
So, like, I always keep a thing of Narcan in my guitar case. You just never know what you're going to run into, and you
Yeah.
never know who's dealing with what. I've been blindsided by people that I never would have assumed would be and
Yeah.
are, and there's people that aren't standing with me today as a result of losing these types of battles. So I try not to add. I try to just be a relief for the world. I feel like if I have one purpose at all, it is to entertain, and it is to give you just a brief distraction, if only for 30 minutes at a time. Like that is what I live for, and that's why I'm in love with the performance side of it so much.
Wow.
Right. Yeah, we could all learn from Mandy. He's such an empathetic soul.
Yeah.
And we've both seen the darker side of music.
Mhm.
We've all met people like that. Maybe not had our entire rig stolen and pawned, but
Our
how-
song taken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right. That too. How do you personally show up as a safe space for people that you work with?
Like you said, like you don't know what people are going through, and um, to put more pressure on them, what I mean. That's why the issues that had came up. It wasn't just let's put the picture and blame her or something. It's like, yo, talk to me. What's up? And once that conversation gets going, then you can know how to adjust it. But one is just like, don't just like, that first instinct of just lashing out and like, what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I said, think, before you react
Yeah.
because you never know.
You never know.
Yeah.
Never know. What does it look like in practice to be a relief for the world through music?
Oh, if it makes them happy, I'm all for it. I mean, everybody knows. I think that's one of the things I hear a lot is, I enjoy, watching you play because you always smile, and that makes me smile,
Mhm.
and then that makes me,
Yeah.
smile even more.
Your smile
know.
is infectious. So
I
yeah,
appreciate it.
it works. It works. To take the darkest, most frustrating parts of the music scene and respond with that level of profound grace is extraordinary. It all comes back to how you treat the people around you, which is exactly what Mandy left us with his final gift to the listeners.
Don't forget to maintain your relationships that help sustain your success, whether that be with your significant other, relationships with your bandmates, if you're doing it in that capacity, any of the people that you work with. Find your crew, find your street team, find whatever your support system is, and abuse them as long as you possibly can. Always remember who it is that is making these things able to happen for you, because sometimes our loved ones take the shaft. Sometimes I know we said before that, like, doing this, I've missed out on birthdays, anniversaries, weddings, funerals, graduations, you name it. I've missed it because I had a gig somewhere.
Yeah.
And while it's great that we have those loved ones, sometimes we do kind of lose sight of the fact because we're so tunnel vision on our success and our endeavors. just remember to water the plants, take care of the people that take care of you.
You are one of those people in my life that waters the plants consistently.
Yeah.
Yeah. What does maintaining relationships look like for you in a practical day to day way?
It's just treating people how I would like for them to treat me. Um, even on good times and bad times, things go on because everybody has issues, but it's just like, don't take it too far,
Yeah.
don't burn the bridges because, like you said, one, you never know. And then two, I mean, is it really that bad?
Right. Is it really that
Yeah.
bad? Who are the people in your life and career who have consistently watered your plants, and how have they shaped who you are as an artist?
Oh, man. There is tons of people that I would like to think. I can't. I'm not gonna do them all, but like I said, my parents, um, my sister, aunts, uncles, cousins, all of them, um, pretty much everyone that believed in me. And so let's say this: the process to where stepping out, quitting school, and then going and doing the journey that I did. Uh, Bo James, I do have to thank him because one of the hard times in life, that man drove 3.5 hours, make sure took care of me, and I do appreciate that. I know he's not listening, but I'm gonna give it to him. Got me tearing up over here, but no, that was a big point in my life. I do have to thank him. Uh, you know, that's my dude. Silk, another one of the guys that really has helped me, still helping me um, with the things I'm doing. Of course, mom, dad, sister, all my family and stuff. Joe Venjury, cannot forget him. He has really, really stuck his neck out and, make sure I was good a lot of different occasions, still to this day. Keith, KB, that's my dude. Uh, Crazy as he may be,
We love you, Keith. He
Yeah.
doesn't mean that you're crazy.
Yeah. we have good times. Let's just put it like that. There's never a dull moment. And I have some other, other people that I won't name names and stuff, but and then you guys too, because both of y'all. Oh, let me turn the camera around.
We got A.
Yeah,
We got A in the studio with us.
And the reason I say that because before meeting you guys, I did try to you know the things I'm doing now, produce, MD and stuff and everything, but it just wasn't a fit that, what I mean, yeah, you can do it, but, we want you to do this. So is it really giving you that,
Yeah.
that leadership and stuff? And when you guys did, I told you, I was like, I'm gonna be on y'all, and I do thank y'all because, like I said, what I mean, it's just give me the opportunity to, open up my wings and spread a little bit, and that's why, I try to go so hard when we do our things and be, be there as much as I can.
I love you, Frankie.
Yeah.
We do. We love you. We did that purely because we believe in you. It's
Yeah.
not just that we want this
Yeah.
band. It's not that. It's the experience and the fact that we can come together
Yeah.
as a family and we can actually put ourselves out there, and it's
Yeah.
not like we're, like you said, this is what I want you to do.
Yeah.
No, I want you all to be yourselves.
Oh, yeah.
I want you to be the leader that you are, and I want you to tell the guys, be the
Yeah.
bassist you are,
Yeah.
be the trumpeter that you are,
Oh,
all
yeah.
the things. And I love you. You're
And
gonna
I
make me
do,
cry too.
and I appreciate that because, like I said, what I mean, that was, y'all have given me like the first opportunity to open up and, what I mean, bring the music in, the writing and all the other things and stuff. And then, like I said, as it got more comfortable, that's when it was just like, I don't have to say much now.
Yeah.
It's just a look, and everybody turn around and look. And well, let me say that they don't look as much as they used to, and that's it.
That is true. Sometimes
yeah.
I just have to turn and look, though,
Yeah.
because sometimes you will do a drum roll, and I'm like, Frank, that was wonderful. But I can't say that on the
Yeah.
mic.
I can.
You can. You
No.
can, because no one else can hear us.
No.
But there are plenty of times that I just look at one of you all and I'm like, oh my God, that was
Yeah.
incredible. I can't believe you just did that. And
Yeah.
sometimes I do say it on the mic.
Mhm.
Sometimes I can't help myself.
There's been like, and there's more and more of that happening like every gig, you know. And it's just like you said, it's just more we around, the more it gets tight.
Yeah.
And I do, like I said, going back, thanking you guys because, you know, it was just, you know, I believe in you. You know, I was like, thank you.
That honestly was not a setup for you to thank
Oh, yeah.
me, but
I'm not-
I appreciate it.
But I mean, but like I said, you know, what I mean, and that's the honest to God truth, you know. And I do, like I said, you know, there's other people, but like I said, just you know, for where it is right now, you know, I thank you guys because you know, could have went differently, but I know that you guys support me, have my back, you know, want me to see me do good, and who am I not to give y'all that 100%?
Well, and you water our plants too.
Oh, yeah.
You
I try.
absolutely water our plants.
Nah.
So let's stop with the mushy stuff and listen to some music. What do you think?
Let's do it.
So on Mandy's episode, I featured Summoner Circle, The Virgin Mandy, Thor in the Reins, and King's Reign.
'Cause I'm broken when I'm open, and I don't feel like I am strong enough. 'Cause I'm broken when I'm awesome, and I don't feel right when you're gone away. Because I'm broken when I'm open, and I don't feel like I am strong enough. Because I'm broken when I'm lonesome, and I don't feel right when you're gone away. You've gone away. You don't feel me anymore. When things don't go my way, and I get tired of the games we play, but I don't care about what people say, 'cause I feel low at the end of the day. Oh, this time I know that it's true. I can feel it in the things we do. When we're together, I'll never feel blue, 'cause I feel love when I see you. Everything's alright, everything's fine. Being together on the back of my mind. You do your thing and I'll do mine. Days apart, I'm just days of waste time. Oh, this time I know that it's true. I can feel it in the things we do. When we're together, I'll never feel blue, 'cause I feel love when I see you.
Welcome back. Welcome back. You're listening to Creative Evolution on radiokcm.com. And if you're catching the podcast episode on all streaming platforms, thank you so much for tuning in, checking us out, and just, kind of spending a few hours with us. It's been a little words. It's been words. It's been a lot of fun today. So what'd you think, Frank? What'd you think about your first ever Dispatch episode?
I'm loving it. I'm actually enjoying myself. I can't wait to the next one. I've already put myself in the next one, just in case you guys didn't know. In between the songs, I have already put myself to do next month.
Yes, you have to. You need to be my co-host on the
Yeah.
Dispatch episodes because they're
Let's
so
do
much fun. And having you here with me,
Yes.
it really it brings another perspective.
Oh yeah.
I've heard all these episodes.
It makes for a good song.
Ooh, I like the way you think,
The
Frankie.
radio waves.
Ooh, so we're just gonna have to write another song when we leave here.
Yeah.
So let's recap a little bit. You got to remember to water the plants. And we've had an incredible breakdown from the last 3 episodes. If we learn anything from Thor, Janine, and Mandy this month, it is this. You have to be fiercely protective of your craft and your piece, but infinitely generous with your community. Do the dark work, the quiet work. Shift your mindset. Words, my gosh. Shift your mindset from self-promotion to self-advocacy. Set firm boundaries so you don't burn out. Take care of the people who hold you up and never let your ego steer the ship. Frank, before we run it out with the rest of our music,
Oh yeah.
is there anything that you want to add for the listeners today to carry them through the week?
Enjoy every moment that is given to you. Some things that not personally going through with me, but some other people that are, I know and I'm dealing with. Enjoy every day, every opportunity, everything that comes your way. Enjoy it, embrace it, and be likable, you know. And that's not just for music or anything like that. That's for everybody. Let's enjoy life.
That is exactly why I am grateful to have you here with me today, Frank. And that's also why we have Creative Evolution and why it exists.
Yes.
I want to give a huge thank you to Radio KCM for hosting Creative Evolution. A shout out to all the independent artists featured on today's episode. Check out the show notes to find all their links and go give them some love. Remember, talent gets you the gig, but professionalism keeps it. As always, I am Josi J, and until next week, your time to evolve starts right now.
Can we do it?